Welcome to Dobby's Repairs. I'm Dobby the Fixing Elf, and this is what's in my toolbox, the series where I show you the tools I use to repair cars and fix things. So let's find out what's in my toolbox today. Before we get into the video, I just want to say a huge thank you to my Fixing Club members Rodney, Jason, Sebi and Mr. R. Thank you for the support, it really helps me and the channel out. And in this instalment, we have this Spaitron 12-piece metric Ratchet Wrench Set. It's a really nice set. It goes from 8 to 19, and I'll show you the ratchets. It comes with this lovely little carry handle / carry case, which is really quite handy. It's also got a little handle on it. If you want to carry around like this, it makes it quite nice. You can't actually see it on camera, so there's the handle. The angle's a bit weird. And sorry about not posting any videos for the last couple of weeks. It's been really busy with repairs, I just haven't had the chance. So let me just grab one of these out and show you. We'll start with the biggest one, shall we? So that's a 19 in this set. So like I said, 8 to 19. So pretty good sizes. Here's 19. And we did fairly well. What I do like about these is, if we can get on there, obviously this end flexes as well, so that makes a big difference to getting on the fasteners. They've got these little arrows that show you the direction that it's going to turn. So for instance, that will be, as you're looking at it, undoing, if you flip it round. See, you can do stuff up. That's how they work, they're quite nice. And they're fairly nice, they've got this lovely finish to them. And they've got little detents like they use in Allen keys. So if they're a bit sloppy, you can tighten them up. I haven't had to do that yet, but they actually work really well. They're pretty strong as well. I've really heaved on these, getting some bolts off, and they seem to be holding up really well. I've used them a lot, and they've become my daily driver for wrenches. For if I need a ratcheting end. Some bolts you don't need to. Some bolts you just like, you can get a ratchet on it, is better. But when I need to use like a ratcheting, some tight spots, like usually starter motor bolts, they're normally in awkward spots, or just bolts that are generally hidden behind other things, and you just want to wiggle them out without what's the word I'm looking for? Without having to remove other parts. Like for instance, I think in one of the pieces of footage I got to show you, I used this to remove a bolt without having to remove an exhaust pipe, which saves a lot of time. And yeah, they are 12-point ratchets, so let me get the big one back out again because it's easy, it's the biggest size, but as you probably already noticed, they're 12 points. So that makes them more versatile as far as what you can use them on, because you can use them on both the standard 6-point bolts and your 12-point bolts, and they work really well. Let me just grab this one out. It's a 13, I believe. Let's grab a 13 out. Here's a 13, and as you can see, they get on there really nicely, and obviously you've got the open end as well, so the combination, which is nice. Yeah, get these on here and just, obviously this isn't very tight, so it's not going to really help. As you can see, when you do get it up there like that, it does help. And when you're struggling with a bolt, there's no resistance on this bolt, unfortunately. But yeah, it do make a world of difference. And like I said, you can flex it as well. If you've got a really awkward one that you can't quite get to, you can even do it this way. It is really hard to do it this way, but you have to do it sort of like do that. Yeah, you got a full range of motion, which makes them really nice. I did email Spaitron, like I do all the tools that I review. I always try and reach out to the manufacturer or a company selling them to get any additional information. Like for instance, I spoke to Spaitron when they actually replied, which is very unusual. Most tool companies don't respond. They actually did, which was nice, and they are going to release more tools or more automotive style tools in the future, so that is cool. They're working on them now. They haven't given me any specifics, but given the quality of these, I'll definitely be picking up any other tools they release and give them a try. Bit of spoiler about the spanner rating at the end, but yeah. They work really well, and they're really nice, and obviously you can use, not only can you use them on this style bolt, but you can use them on these e-torch bolts as well. So this is, I believe, an E18, and if I grab my, is it 16? No, it's 15. If I grab my 15mm, this is the 15mm, and they've got the lettering is stamped on them, and they've got this lovely little Spaitron logo on there. But you can get these on here like this, and then you can actually ratchet these kind of e-torch bolts or external torques. So it makes it really handy, especially for when you're doing certain jobs where they've got a lot of these. A lot of the GM vehicles use these, and a lot of the French and other vehicles use this style. Basically, being able to use one set of spanners for two different types of bolts is definitely handy, and obviously you've got one as well. Ignore that noise, I just knocked something over. And I believe this is a 11. Oh yeah, you look good in one. And this is the equivalent of an E14, I believe. So very handy that you can use these on multiple different things. Nice green one. If you know what car this is from, let me know in the comments down below. And obviously you go all the way down to the really tiny ones. So this is going to be 10mm. We'll work on this one. Yep. Not too bad. It's about normal size, and luckily with these you can try them and work them and they work really well. They also do, I've noticed that I'm planning to pick up, they just do the straight vacuum wrenches that I'm going to pick up, and because I do worry about, obviously with all vacuum wrenches, the weakest point is this point where they join. But these ones do seem to hold up really well. There is a tiny bit of slop. Bear in mind I've busted some quite tight nuts loose with this. It's definitely worth, they definitely seem to be holding up, should I say. Maybe you can tighten them down too. I haven't actually tried all these yet, but they're really nice. I do like the finish on them. And I should also mention that when you get these, they come in a really nice looking box. It gives them a really premium look. I was really impressed with that box. I didn't save this video because I've had these for about 4 or 5 months now, maybe a bit less. But yeah, definitely really nice. And definitely a nice little tool to have, and very handy for different things. I do like the little display rack they come with. It keeps everything together if I can actually get stuff in. Sometimes you just gotta look. There you go. But yeah, I do like this little thing it comes with, and obviously if you had it in the toolbox you can pop this end out and keep them like that. If you wanted to keep them secure and organised in your toolbox like that, you take this end off. I do a lot of mobile work, so I like to keep them like this. Pop this little back on, back in, and then I can just carry them around. Very useful. Means you're not flying around in the tool bag, and you can even like hang them on the wall because you've got a little hanger there, so you can put a screw in and hold them up. Yeah, they work really well, and they, like I said, very secure. And I've got some footage of these in action. I will show you that in just a moment. And then I will get back to you and give you my final thoughts. So here the spanner is in action now. So first of all we're going to use this on a gearbox bolt here. These are all going to be on gearbox bolts. The footage I found was the best and clearest for you guys is this. I do apologise later in the video for not knowing what footage I was going to use. This is future Dobby technically, so keep an eye out for that. And as you can see, these bolts fairly loose. These are on a drive shaft mount. Again, get them on there, and they, like I say, you yank fairly hard on them. They seem to work really well. And then we've got one more to show you, which is just the in-binding exhaust. As you can see, fairly tight in here. And luckily with this bolt, it wasn't as tight as normal. Normally you have to ratchet them out further than this, but this one seems to come out fairly easy. As you can see, I'm going to do it by hand after a few turns. So now you've seen these guys in action on a variety of vehicles, and a variety of different low-tech cowls and different fasteners and etc. At the time of recording this, I'm actually not quite sure what footage I'm going to show you guys in the bit you've just seen, but I'm sure future Dobby will sort that out and make it work. But like I said, if you made this far into the video, please consider dropping a like, subscribing. It really helps me on the channel out. As you probably saw at the start of this video, before we got into the main video, I thanked all my members, and they really do help the channel out. They help me get tools like this and try different tools out so you guys can see them. And if you'd like to join and become a member, there's a little thing on the bottom that will help you become a member. It's in the description somewhere, near the bottom I think. Yeah, it definitely helps people helps the channel out when you become a member, or just liking and subscribing also helps out. And any questions, don't forget to comment and ask. Anything you want to know about these tools or any other tools or any tools you want me to try out, please do just drop a question in the comments or drop a comment and I'll do my best to answer them for you. Now moving back to these, I'm going to organise these again in the right way. So put 13 back in the right spot and then 12. Back up, better, bit OCD there, but so these are really handy tools, and I'm going to give these a spanner rating of 4 spanners. So you'll see the spanners pop up as always, and those who are new to the channel or don't know, I give all the tools I review a spanner rating between 1 and 5. 1 being the worst, 5 being the best. 4 is a really good score for these. These are really good ratchet wrenches. I'm really pleased they've got them, and they're becoming so handy for different jobs. They're definitely worth picking up. So if you're looking for a decent set of high quality ratchet wrenches, I highly recommend picking these up. I'll put a link to Spaitron's website down below. Again, this video isn't sponsored or anything, but good tools deserve a good shout out, I feel. So definitely worth checking them out. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful or entertaining, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps both the channel and me out. If you're new here, consider subscribing. I post 2 videos a week, so by subscribing, you'll never miss a thing. Got any questions or suggestions? Drop a comment down below, and I'll do my best to reply to everyone. Here at Dobby Repairs, we're all about helping you learn how to work on your vehicle safely and showing you don't need to spend a fortune on tools to get the job done. Want to support the channel further? Become a member, starting at just 99p. Members get perks like early access to videos and more exclusive content. Keep fixing, and I'll see you in the next one.